Hi friends, welcome to the third presentation on geometrical constraints. Now I am going to draw some lines, horizontal and vertical lines. You can see here you are getting some symbols. This symbol indicates horizontal geometrical constraint is applied to the geometrical entity. And then similarly you can see here this is perpendicularity. One line is perpendicular to the other line. You can invoke this by selecting a particular option in parametric geometric, that is infer geometric constraint. By default you can generate the constraints, that is constraints would be generated automatically. If you don't want to generate it automatically, just click here, unselect this, you can draw lines, you are not going to get the constraints. So that is the importance of infer geometric constraints. Now we will see how exactly we can apply the constraints to individual entities. We can draw some entities in inclined fashion. Just switch off ortho mode, draw some circles as per your requirement, draw some splines as per your requirement, because there are some methodologies which are there here like smooth or something like that. So those we have to demonstrate here. That is the reason I am drawing some splines also. Okay, you can draw some more lines to demonstrate some more things. Now go to parametric. In parametric you can see here 12 different symbols are there. Let us select horizontal. Now let us select a particular line. As I explained earlier, you can select on this entity, you can left click on this entity. Ensure that you are going to select the entity in such a way that whichever point you are going to keep it as constant, nearby to that you have to click it. So the other point which is far away from the clicked point will reorient with reference to the reference point. Now this is reference, this is my reference point. That is the reason I am going to click on the geometrical entity nearby to the reference point. I want to reorient this with reference to the reference point. Just click here. You can observe here this line change is orientation, it became horizontal. That is the reason horizontal geometrical constraint is generated. Now we will use vertical. Select one of this. You can see here this is my geometrical reference point, and this I want to reorient with reference to this. Just select here. You can observe here this got reoriented. You can see here we got the vertical symbol. Here we got horizontal, here we got vertical. Now let us see, let us make something parallel to the existing line. This is inclined, I want to make it parallel with reference to this vertical line. Select this option, parallel, then select the first object. Always remember the second selected object would be reoriented with reference to the first selected object. So first object is always reference, second object is the geometrical entity which is going to be oriented with reference to the reference geometrical entity. So this is my reference, and then this has to be reoriented. You can observe here the second entity got reoriented, that became parallel with reference to the first entity. Now we discussed about horizontal, vertical, and then parallel. We will discuss regarding perpendicular. I want to make this geometrical entity perpendicular to this existing geometrical entity which is already constrained. That is most important. So select perpendicular, select the first entity, this is my reference entity, and this entity has to be reoriented. You can observe here the second entity got reoriented with reference to the first entity. Now we have discussed these four options. Let us try the other options. I will delete these particular entities. Okay. You can draw some more lines as per your requirement in inclined orientation. Okay, so there is something known as smooth here. For this you need some splines. Select some splines. I have some splines here. It is asking for the point, it is asking for the first curve. I am selecting the first spline curve. It is asking for the second, I am selecting second. So the continuity is maintained by selecting this particular thing. Continuity is maintained, and you can observe here two symbols are displayed. Those symbols are smooth symbols, those things are displayed. You press Ctrl Z button. If you want to maintain continuity in this area, select this particular area, go to smooth option, select these two curves, splines. You can see here the continuity is maintained in this zone. Now go to equal option, geometrical constraint. First you have to constraint one entity, select one entity, make it horizontal, then select other entity. I need not have to reorient with reference to the reorientation. I need not have to worry. Only thing is I have to concentrate on the size. I have to make it equal. That's the reason I am selecting this one. So this is my reference entity, and then select one more entity, that is this entity. You can see here there is no change with reference to the orientation, only the size got changed. The size of this entity changed, similar to the first entity. Okay, that is equal. Then select symmetry. Okay, this is my first entity and this is my second entity. I want to reorient both of them using this as my symmetrical line. What happens is this first becomes a reference, second would get reoriented with reference to the first, and the symmetric line is this. You can see here the second got reoriented. If you extend these two things, they will merge at some point of time, but they are symmetrical with reference to this line. Now let us see some more options. This is tangent. So tangent means one circle should be there. At one point the line becomes a tangent. Now let us select this circle. I want to make it stationary, that is the reference geometrical entity. Select this. As for the second entity, you select this entity. Now it moved from that place to this place. It shifted the location, whereas the circle remains constant, that is stationary. Okay, to be frank, you have to constrain this circle also, position of the circle also. The circle should not move. But here in this case in AutoCAD, whatever first entity I am going to select, that will not move. The second entity will move with reference to the first entity. But then also the most appropriate method is always constrain the first entity also. Now we have got some more things. There is something known as, we can move this geometrical entity from one place to another place freely. To arrest this, we have got a geometrical constraint, that is fix. Select the geometrical entity. Now you can see it is difficult to move. You cannot move this from one place to another. So that is fix command. There is one more command, that is concentric. So this can be used for the circles or the curves. You can select first entity and then second entity. The other circle also became concentric. That is displayed by this particular symbol. We have got other two options. Those are coincident and then collinear. In order to make collinear, you should have two different lines. So let us draw two different lines as per my requirement. Okay, I will draw another two lines to demonstrate the other one. Okay, go to parametric, then select the first one, coincident, select the object, first object, and select the second object. You can see here the midpoint of the first one became reference, midpoint of second became like it has to coincide with the first one, so that's how we have coincided them. Otherwise you can, if you want to select endpoints, you can select the endpoints. You can see here this became reference. Now I want to move this point to this point, so let us select second one. Now it moved to the first point. That is how you can use this coincident option. There is one more thing known as collinear. You can observe the difference between coincident and collinear. Select this. This is my reference line. This is my entity. I want to orient this entity with reference to this, so they are in the same line. Here only point is coinciding, whereas here the whole line is coinciding. So these are the different options, these are the different geometrical constraints available in AutoCAD. If any doubt is there, kindly comment. I will answer for those. I will answer those comments. Thank you very much for your patience. Keep watching, keep subscribing to the videos. Thank you.